If you wait for certainty, you will spend your whole life standing still. Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's story doesn't start with privilege or perfect conditions. He was born into chaos. His father was a drug addict in and out of jail. His brother hustled on the streets as a petty thief and crack dealer. At home, his mother ruled with an iron fist, disciplining him with belts, frying pans, and even his own toys. The odds weren't just against him, they were practically daring him to fail. And yet, he didn't. Kevin Hart rose from that storm to become one of the highest-grossing comedians on the planet. He sold out football stadiums, headlined blockbuster films, and built a global brand that inspires millions. But it wasn't just talent or hustle that got him there. It was mindset. Kevin never waited for the perfect moment. He moved forward even when the path was uncertain, trusting his instincts and writing each chapter of his life one step at a time. That's the core lesson for every aspiring entrepreneur. Don't wait for certainty. Because in business, just like in life, there are no guarantees. The people who win are the ones who take action when others hesitate. Kevin Hart didn't have a master plan. He didn't have a manager, a sponsor, or even much money. What he did have was belief in himself and in the power of his gift. So, he took a risk most people wouldn't. He dropped out of college and moved to New York City to chase his dream of becoming a comedian. There was no roadmap, no guarantees, just hustle, heart, and a refusal to wait for someone to say, go. When comedy promoters refused to back him, he didn't quit. He self-funded his own comedy tour, Laugh at My Pain, a bold move that would go on to gross over $15 million. That decision wasn't just brave, it was entrepreneurial. Reid Hoffman once said, "An entrepreneur is someone who jumps off a cliff and builds a plane on the way down." That's exactly what Hart did. He didn't wait until the path was clear. He jumped, trusting that his creativity and work ethic would help him build the wings on the way down. Entrepreneurship is rarely about having all the answers up front. It's about taking action, adapting fast, and building as you go. Hart knew that waiting for perfect conditions would kill his momentum. So instead of sitting still, he bet on himself. And it paid off big time. That's the same leap every entrepreneur must take. You won't have all the answers. You won't have everyone's approval. But if you wait for permission, you'll be waiting forever. Progress requires action, not perfection. Success favors those who move, even when the path ahead is blurry. Let's be real, Kevin Hart didn't have a crystal ball, a 5-year plan, or even a GPS when he launched his career. He had talent. He didn't wait to be 100% ready, because in real life, that moment never comes. Life is unpredictable, messy, and full of plot twists. So what do? You move anyway. In a world that's changing really quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. Mark Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg nailed it. Sitting still, over-planning, or waiting for perfect timing isn't a safety net. It's a trap. Action is the only real progress strategy. In a fast-paced world, inaction doesn't keep you safe. It just makes you irrelevant. Entrepreneurs, take notes. Stop waiting for the stars to align and your logo to be perfect. Launch your idea like a startup releases its minimum viable product. Just get the thing out there, test it, break it, learn, repeat. Hart didn't wait to be discovered. He self-discovered, then acted like the world was already watching. So go ahead, start that business, post that first product, pitch that wild idea. Because if you're waiting for certainty, you're just standing in place, probably overthinking your website font. Kevin Hart didn't wait for the perfect moment. He moved with confidence even when nothing was guaranteed, because he believed in his talent and refused to let fear hold the pen in his life story. That's the mindset every entrepreneur needs. The truth is, certainty is a myth. The road to success is never straight, and waiting for things to be just right is how dreams die slowly. If Kevin had waited for certainty, he'd still be stuck in Philly, not selling out stadiums across the world. So don't stand still. Don't wait until you have it all figured out. Start now, before you feel ready. Build, launch, fail, learn, and adjust along the way. Like Kevin says, be excited about what you can control, accept what you can't, and move boldly into the unknown. Your story is still being written. The next chapter starts the moment you stop waiting. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.